Hello everyone, this is Gabriel Ryder here with Amateur Golf, helping you compete in your first tournament. Links down below over here at beautiful Hodges Golfing Range in Escondido, California, with my good friend Mr. Blair McKeithen, professional golfer, has been a pro golfer for 9 years now, just got status on the Alps Tour, heads to Egypt in 2 weeks, so we're gonna do a little what's in the bag, see what clubs he plays, and also ask him what is the difference between an amateur golfer and a professional golfer. Thanks you guys, subscribe, like, and comment, stay tuned, let's go. Okay you guys, here with Blair McKeithen. This is actually where Blair and I grew up practicing and playing.
Show the world this driving range here.
Really got our roots in the game. Shout out to Paul Collette, Brian Collette, Don Collette. Shout out to the staff at the Hodges. Always been a great place to, you know, just really enjoy ourselves, have fun, camaraderie, and grow our games.
Yeah, no kidding. We've been coming here since we were 11 years old. It's crazy to come here, you know, 18 years later.
Yeah, about 30 years later. Blair's about 46.
30 years later, yeah, 46. I got the hairline of a 46-year-old.
Okay, Blair, let's start with your wedges.
Okay.
Show us what you play, maybe hit a few shots and just
got it. So, I have Homo wedges.
Just hold those there for me so I get a little zooms up.
Big fan of these Homo wedges. They have a nice, like, firm feel to them. The shape is really nice. So my 52 degree is last year's model, and then my 56 and 60 degree is this year's model. This is actually like my favorite club in the bag. I've never been someone who just who picks favorite clubs, but my 52 degree is amazeballs.
Never heard of a 52 favorite, but I like.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that crazy? So I have a 125S Nippon Modus shaft on here, and then on my my 56 and my 60 degree, I just have the standard wedge flex. You know, a little softer on the shorter clubs to do more short game. And then on my pitching wedge, I also, which is 47 degrees, Titleist, loving these, big time. I did a lot of testing and a lot of saving up to get these irons, and I got them just before I left for Q school in Spain. And I have 125S on this pitching wedge, and then for the rest of my irons, same as these, it's 125X. So softer, progressively softer from 9-iron down to the lob wedge.
Okay.
Gets that nice little feel in.
What does that help you? Do you swing softer with your wedges?
Well, you know, you want a little bit weaker shafts. I feel personally as you go down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it gets more of a kick, more of a feeling at the bottom of the head.
Gotcha.
You know, you don't want to be too stiff because you're going to sit there with really stiff shafts and not really feel.
Does that maybe help you with distance control?
It helps me a lot with distance control. That's one thing I've been working on the most too is distance control. So, you know, I like to feel like I can really work the ball and everything too with my wedges.
Gotcha, that makes sense. I mean, you're not making the same swing you are with a 4-iron.
No, you're not. Like, and with your wedge especially, you can make all different types of swings. So that was like a nice little like knockdown shot, right? You know, like pretty standard. And then, you know, might want to hit a little bit higher, and you got to feel the head. You know, it's hard to explain your own hands and how you feel, but you know, you put the ball a little bit more up in your stance, and then, you know, you can execute a little bit of a different swing.
Beautiful. Okay, let's see your irons, Blair. Nice. Maybe see you hit like a 6-iron. You got these Titleist CBs.
Yeah, I got a 7-iron. Yeah, Titleist 620 CBs. I really love how they design the sole on these. You can see like it's almost like a little bit angled. So the turf reaction is just wonderful in these, man. I couldn't be happier with my irons right now.
How long have you been playing these for?
A month.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe a month and a week or so. I got them 2 weeks before I left for Q school, and I put them right in the bag.
And what Q school did you just play in?
I just played in Alps Tour Q school in Spain, and it's a satellite tour for the European Tour. Gets you to the European Tour, gives you a lot of good world ranking points for a starting tour, cool. Unlike, you know, PGA Tour Canada and stuff.
What place did you finish?
I finished 10th. I had a chance to win, was one back with 5 to go. Our final round took 3 days, a lot of rain, a lot of wind, crazy stuff. And then once I played most of my final round in the rain and wind, and I was playing really great. And then I came back with 4 or 5 holes to go, and my putter decided to leave me, and I played the last 4 or 5 and a couple over. But I ended up finishing 10th. Top 35, got full status. So, I mean, I accomplished the #1 goal of mine for the whole year, which was really, really cool.
That's really cool, and you leave to Egypt in 2 weeks.
I do.
To play in your first event.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. Yeah, it's first couple events are in Egypt. And then I'll be going to Thailand to meet Sam to practice for a few days. I'll meet Golf Every Second, maybe film a video with him. Then back to Egypt, and then it goes to Italy, and it stays basically in Europe for the rest of the year.
That's cool. Are the caddies like camels that carry your clubs?
I don't think so. I think I'll be carrying my own clubs this year.
Well, swing looks good. I know internally and mentally this is the best I've ever seen you. Let's now go to your hybrids or woods or specialty clubs.
My irons go up to a 3-iron, but I do carry a hybrid for now, which I'm going to eventually switch to a 5-wood. It's a 4 hybrid, 22 degrees, but it goes super far. Like it goes 235, 240. So it's like a good good gapping club for me if I'm playing a soft course that I need it on.
What shaft you got in there?
I have a Kurokage black, just 80 gram X.
Okay.
I don't use this very often. It doesn't seem like I need to hit my hybrid very often or play a course that has it, but it's really great to have, and I'll be traveling with something along the same line once I get dialed in with the woods and stuff.
Good ball there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see what you got for a wood.
So my 3-wood, I have the M5, 15 degrees, set up standard. Yeah, it has a really good head shape, nice and shallow face.
Good profile.
Good profile. I got the Fujikura Atmos 7X Tour Spec shaft. These lambkin grips I have in all my clubs, UTX. It's always got 2 wraps on the left hand, 3 on the right. I don't normally hit this thing off the ground or have a need to, but it's nice to have a wood that I know I can hit off the ground, but it's mainly what I use off the tee.
That's a nice ball there.
Thanks.
Guess that's why you're a pro and I'm holding the camera.
And for my driver,
big dog.
Yeah, I got the M6. I have it set up like a ½ degree up or closed, so it gives me more loft. Kurokage black, 60 gram Tour X. Not much of a noticeable difference between this and the Sim. I'll probably stick with this for a little while, though I plan on going to the Kingdom and getting fit before I go. So we'll see what I get fit to. But yeah, I do like this driver because I'm able to work the ball with it. It gets more spin than the M5, and I'm already a pretty low spin player, so like having spin is super crucial. Oh, doctor. Oh, doctor. Bag that one up for the whole season. I'll be in good shape.
Good thing that didn't hit somebody.
Yeah, I know, gosh. Putter, for now, I have the Odyssey arm lock. Even put my own little jerry rig
Let me see the head of it.
Sharpie on there.
Okay.
Gives a great roll.
Let me see the bottom.
But I do, hopefully today, my phone's on silent right now. I'm hoping to get a phone call saying I got a new directed force arm lock putter. Fingers crossed that comes in soon, but I will have that very shortly. I like this putter because there's all different types of ways you can hold it. I got the Q School with the claw grip like this. I'm left-handed, so the guiding feeling of being on your left hand is really nice, but you can change your grip like all over the place. If I were to change it, I can do cross hand. Feeling uncomfortable, I can do regular, so I like the diversity in my putting because for me, like, as long as I'm confident, I'll make putts. So that's everything.
Okay, let's see what's inside the bag.
What is inside the bag? Well, first, I have my rangefinder, my Bushnell. I've had this thing for a few years. I traded a bunch of golf balls for it. I can't use it on the tour that I'm playing on. There's no yardage books only, which is fine. I actually really like yardage books, probably even more. Got my Milwaukee marker Sharpie. I don't do much ball marking, as you'll see here.
You used to put like a dot on your ball. You still do that, Blair?
Yeah, I put a dot on the edge of like the tee,
Yeah.
And I line it up this way because it's not like as sharp of a line. So if you don't hit like a super pure putt, like you're not really worried about
judging
how it rolls.
yourself.
Yeah, but if you hit it pure, it rolls really nice and still looks good because the little dots,
Gotcha.
you can see them. I just switched to this ball, the new Titleist Pro V1 X. I've been playing the Pro V1, and this is the ball I used for Q School from 2017, but these keep getting harder and harder to come by, and so I needed to make a switch, and so I just switched to these, and I really do like the new Pro V1 X's, so it was a really easy transition, so that was great. In the bag, I got my Tailor-Made TP Flex gloves. I like these a lot, really nice and light. And then here was a very crucial little piece of equipment. You put this on your alignment stick, and it kind of sticks
holds
in
your
there.
phone?
Yeah, and it holds your phone so you can see your swing, because I don't want to travel around with a camera, so this little thing's crucial. I'll probably have to buy another one in case it breaks.
Nice ping bag here.
Yeah, nice ping bag. Last time I was on your channel, I had a navy one, but like the strap on it snapped, and then like the screw on one of the legs came off, so like it was just kind of a pain in the butt, and thankfully Golf Mart has a killer return policy, so I returned it to Golf Mart and just got the same bag but a different color.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have my tool. I have ibuprofen, water, chipping balls, and old gloves, and that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Blair.
Of course.
Let me just have you take a seat on the edge of the seat.
Take a seat?
Watch out for a little water there.
Oh my God.
Now, you're someone who's been a professional golfer for 9 years. What do you think the difference is between an amateur golfer and a professional golfer?
At the highest level of amateur golf, not much of a difference. You know, like higher D1 level players, I think they practice and prepare like a pro does, but as like a standard amateur who's just starting their tournaments or playing Golf Channel amateur events or whatever, I don't think that they're as prepared or as focused as professional golfers have to be. I just, that's what I notice in levels of golf. Like professional golfers seem to shoot lower scores while not feeling as good about their games, whereas amateur golfers need to play really well to shoot the scores that they feel like they're accustomed to. So I think preparation is really a lot more important and a lot more underrated than we give it a lot of credit for.
Do you find a difference in like tournament pressures or feelings from the amateur events you used to play in versus like the amount of pressure or feelings you would feel in a professional golf event?
You know, pressure's all relative to whatever the kind of person you are. You know, some people or whatever, you know, their competition level is, like that's their major, you know, like it's hard, it's really subjective. It's hard to say like a guy playing a Golf Channel amateur event doesn't feel the same pressure as let's say a PJ Tour pro playing Augusta, you know, like something gives them that same kind of butterflies. It's just some people are more used to it or not, or some people can compartmentalize their pressures. So I personally don't know as much of a difference, but you know, there's a difference as a pro between Q School and a regular pro event. If that answers the question just a little bit.
More on the line.
Yeah, more on the line. You know, you're playing for your future. You're not playing for just a check. I mean, money's obviously really great, but like my last tournament at Q School, had I not made it, my life for 2020 would have been dramatically different, you know? So I was somehow able to just completely eliminate that when I went out and played. I never thought about it until it was over, which is something I normally don't ever do. So I was really proud of myself to be able to pull that off, because now I know I can.
Okay, one tip for an amateur that wants to go pro. This isn't going to sound like romantic or anything, but have your finances in order. I think that's more important. You know, as an amateur, it's cheaper to play in the amateur tournaments, you know, and like you can get more tournament experience and stuff. And then like a lot of amateurs, they go into professional golf thinking like, well, it'll be just an easy transition. So it's not so easy when you're paying, you know, $1,000 to win $6,000, you know. It's like, it's a lot different than paying $150, you know, and playing a nice big field and then playing for the love of the game. All of a sudden, when you're with your wallet on the line, it's a little bit more rough. So like, have your finances in order. If you can afford it, great. You know, just go for it and just have fun and really enjoy the process, because it's a great beginning journey. But like, if you can't afford it, like you got to find some way to make that transition to be as smooth as possible, because it could be a little jarring. It was in my case, which is why I've never, you know, I never played consistent golf tournaments from when I first started turning pro until literally this year. It took me 8 years to finally be able to play consistent tournaments, because I never had the finances to do it. The number one tip that has helped you play well in a professional tournament?
I never got, I don't know. Well, I guess the tip was a tip I gave to myself in a way. Like I just wanted to fully believe in myself, you know, like, and trust that whatever preparations that I'm doing, whether it's taking a day off leading up to a tournament where I just lay down and do nothing, like trust your instincts, trust that whatever you're doing will get you better. Like, you know, it's easy to, if your body is telling you like, no man, like you shouldn't be playing, but your mind's saying, I really got to be practicing, I have the biggest tournament of my life coming, you know, and then you kind of guilt yourself into going to go practice, and it ends up being practice that makes you worse or doesn't help you get better. It's like if you do that and your instincts are telling you to do something, go into the golf course and instead of hitting 20 chips, you hit 3 and you're like, that's good enough. Like, I don't know, just trusting that whatever you're doing is going to make you better seems to have really worked for me.
Blair McKeithen, good luck in Egypt, my friend.
Thank you.
Enjoy the experience by the pyramids.
That's going to be really cool, man. I can't wait to go. I can't wait for the season to start.
Play professional golf. Go out there, kill it, be aggressive, make some birdies, have some fun. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All the best.
Absolutely. Everyone keep on grinding.
Hey you guys, thanks for watching that video. This video I made for Amateur Golf. They help you compete in your first golf tournament. You guys, if you stay consistent and persistent, one day you can be traveling the world just like Blair, going to Egypt, going to Spain. Follow your dreams, follow your passion, follow your bliss. Thank you again. Check out the links down below. Subscribe. This is Gabriel right here, representing the movement towards improvement, reminding you to trust the process.